What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today. In the UU tier, using this team I made around Choice Band Haxorus. I haven't played UU in a long while, but Haxorus is in RUBL, so the lowest tier you could use it in is UU. And I'm in the black and white mood still and used Haxorus in the trading card game the other day, so I thought it'd be fun to try it on Showdown now. And going with the Choice Band set. It's what is recommended according to this. This guy does get Scale Shot and Swords Dance and Dragon Dance, and Loaded Dice is a thing now. And all of those sounded fun, and actually did use Haxorus like earlier in Scarlet and Violet in OU. It was with Sticky Web and Swords Dance. I had just looked at it, but I have not used Choice Banded, and it's what's recommended. And I mean, just clicking a move, whatever move is the best depending on the matchup, and just killing things sounds pretty fun. So built this team around it, tested a little bit, and Haxorus actually did do decently in the games, but the team as a whole didn't do great. But that's to be expected because I don't know what's going on that much. I made a few changes, but hopefully at least Haxorus can get some knockouts, and we'll learn about UU as we go. But let's go over the team real quick and then we'll get into the game. So like I said, it's just a recommended thing. Haxorus has insane attack and an odd speed tier that's actually kind of good, but not fantastic. I mean, like, you know, you're just slower than base 100s. That's the big thing. I remember when it came out, it was like, it was so fast. I don't remember what boosting moves it had, but it was still slower than Garchomp. And I believe I had checked, it's just slower than Hydreigon too, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so it's like, it's in a weird speed tier, but at the same time, it does outspeed a lot of things, being base 97. But the highlight of course, its attack stat. This guy's not a pseudo legendary, so it doesn't have the 600 base stat total. But I mean, it's hard to beat this attack stat. And it has the ability Mold Breaker, which doesn't matter as much since we're not boosting. So like, you wouldn't ignore Pokemon with Unaware. That was one of the things I remember kind of being a highlight earlier in Scarlet and Violet. With Mold Breaker, you could get past Skeledirge with Swords Dance or Dragon Dance or whatever, and a Lumberry. This does still let you though hit like Pokemon like Latios or Rotom with Earthquake. It ignores their abilities, which is kind of cool. There's probably some other ones too, but we just got First Impression for the priority move to like Revenge Kill, Outrage to lock into a extremely powerful dragon move with Terra Dragon, and then Earthquake for our coverage move to hit like Steals and is that just it? Steals that resist Outrage, and then Poison you have to hit Fairies. There is close combat, but Earthquake was the move I was using the most in testing, so Earthquake seems good. First thing we're going to be pairing with it is Cobalion. It was something that was recommended. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. Well, I was trying to find recommendations to use with Haxorus, and Haxorus, the only choice bands that I had seen with like an analysis written was way back in X and Y, I think, and it recommended having para support. So that's why we have Cobalion and Slowking, both with Thunderwave, but also because they work decently together and can be pivots to maybe get Haxorus in or get other members of the team in. So Cobalion also gets Stealth Rock, so it can be para support, hazards, and it can pivot. And with Body Press, Rocky Helmet, Max Defense, Steel Fighting type, we can check a lot of things decently, hit decently hard. Not fantastic coverage, but like we can pivot out, which is good. And then I switched this to Terra Ghost, since then we'd immune fighting and lose weaknesses to ground. I recommended Terra Dragon. I'm not sure, I never used it. Who knows if we'll still Terra or not. But then we got Slowking. This guy is supposed to be able to take Choice Specs, Latios, Terra Dragon, Draco Meteor, apparently. So with this EV spread, so hopefully that can happen. This guy will hopefully be able to take special hits and then pivot out. It can spread some status with Scald or Thunder Wave, and we just got a water move. Slack off for recovery with Regenerator, you know, we heal when we switch. Boots to immune the hazards. And then Chilly Reception also summons the snow, as well as switching us out like Teleport. And then Terra Fairy to resist Dragon or Immune Dragon and resist Dark, give us resistances, lose our weaknesses. And the next thing I wanted to pair with it was Thunderous, because this guy's weak to ground, weak to fighting. This guy's weak to electric, and Volt Switch just seemed annoying. And Thunderous with Volt Absorb is immune to electric, and it can, I was trying U-turn on here instead of Nasty Plot, but I switched it to Nasty Plot just because like I was having trouble breaking through things. So we'll see if this helps. But with Weather Ball, we can benefit from Chilly Reception, summoning the snow. Then we have like Bolt Beam coverage, and then with Nasty Plot we can boost and maybe sweep with this thing. This thing also has a good speed tier, but kind of a weird speed tier, and would definitely benefit from like faster Pokemon being paralyzed, just like Haxorus would. And the next thing we got is Whimsicott. I wanted to initially just have a heavy duty boots Whimsicott. Being a fairy type, being a grass type, we're immune to dragon, we resist ground, we resist dark, we resist fighting. Kind of a cool typing, and Hydrapple seemed scary. We still can't take hits from Hydrapple, but we do immune to his dragon move, and it wasn't doing a whole lot, so we're going with choice specs. This Pokemon is down in 0 use, but its speed tier is really good, and Grass Fairy with choice specs and max special attack is still one-shotting Latios. You're going to be hitting plenty hard, and then with Switcheroo, we can cripple something. This is probably our best way to deal with setup guys if they really get going too, but hopefully this thing can just kind of be offensively pretty scary. Maybe cripple something if it comes down to it. Infiltrator, so then we can go through these things. It's a recommended 1 in 0 use for a choice spec set, and then Terra Fairy to boost our probably better stab in Moonblast. And the last guy we got is Donphan. I was looking at Excadrill, but we're going with this because I didn't have knockoff, and I kind of wanted something with knockoff, so just gonna have to not knock off our specs if we do that. But we're going with an Assault Vest Donphan. Again, Volt Switch seemed annoying if we could get like pivoted on over and over. So being a ground type, we're immune to, you know, Volt Switch, but a lot of those guys have coverage moves, and Donphan doesn't have good special defense. So we're going with an Assault Vest one. And there was some like odd recommended sets. I don't know what's going on. So we're just going max HP and a little bit of the rest there with attack, so we can be pretty scary still as an attacker. And then we just have the fantastic coverage moves that Great Tusk has, which is really nice with Terra Ghost again to maybe spin block with this guy or immune fighting, I guess. But spin block, I guess, is probably the most relevant thing. And then Sturdy, which won't matter when we come in and take hazard damage. But you can't use Sandveil. So that's the team. Hopefully we can get Haxorus to do some stuff. We do have like a Fairy Dragon Steel thing. I wanted to maybe put Iron Head on this, but it just doesn't seem great, and then we have close combat instead of body press. But I don't know. Hopefully the team can do all right, and hopefully Haxorus can just destroy some things. Let's hop into the games. All right, we're up against an awesome looking sand team. This guy is a problem though for Haxorus. Well, it's a problem for if we're locking an Earthquake. This guy's just a problem altogether, so we'll want to get rid of it. With the sand or the snow up, I think Thundurus actually can hit like almost everything pretty well. Their Excadrill's scary. Nothing can really live hits from it that well. Without Terastallizing. I wonder, do they have Rock Slide, or is they like SD ground move Iron Head? Because if it is, I guess Thundurus could live from full. What are they gonna lead? Tyranitar or Heatran, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what this Basculegion's doing. Could lead Donphan and be able to knock something off. We have an Assault Vest. We can't really switch into this thing either, Basculegion. Or maybe we lead Whimsicott. All right, cool. I don't think this thing can take any hit, really. Well, they switched into this. Sweet. Wow. What? All right, we didn't do any damage. Are they Assault Vest? That's gotta be Assault Vest. Whimsicott to Tyranitar? Spadef? What the heck? All right, they're just Smooth Rock. Probably. Well, and they have a knockoff, which stinks for us. We'll just go into this. Ice Punch. All right, cool. I didn't expect that, but we'll take it. And then Lil T. And then I could Body Press just in case they were to switch into that. But I could also just Volt Switch if they switch into this, which I think would make more sense. So I'm going to click Rocks. All right, Heatran. I wonder, do they have Taunt and stuff? A Volt Switch. Should we just go into Donphan? Because we can't. Oh, wait, we can cancel their sand. We have snow. Does this have Taunt? I'm a Chilly Reception. Let's see. I totally forget that that's like pretty important. Terra Grass. All right, sweet. So this guy's Grass, and Thundurus looks pretty cool. Also, Skarmory still wouldn't resist Whimsicott. Could send this guy out and go for knockoff or ice spinner. I mean, they're probably going to send out this. Is it too soon to send out Thundurus? I think we do go into this instead. And we're just going to click knockoff. All right, cool. Well, they're dead to Sand Chip. They were scarfed. And I guess we'll go into this. We do outspeed them with this. And they're dead to Flip Turn. Cool. Heat Train comes back in. I think I'm pretty comfy going for Volt Switch. If they switch into this, like, whatever. And I don't think they have Taunt. Flash Cannon. Okay. Does Thunder Wave matter here? I don't think so. So we're just going to Chilly Reception, which I think totally resets the snow. Nope, I'm a liar. Well, back into Donphan. Dang it, I wish it worked that way. And I'm gonna knock off again. All right. They seem to be like totally offensive, because that did a lot more than I thought it would do, but maybe it's because Donphan's Spit F sucks. I'm a Rapid Spin. We don't get burns, and no way we outspeed them. Maybe you should have speed on this, but I don't think it would matter in this situation. I think we just let this go, and then we can kill them with something else. Rapid Spin if they go for it again. What? I guess I should have Ice Spinnered. I was like positive that we wouldn't be faster. So we just take that much from a defensive Heatran? Alright. We weren't going to be able to Rapid Spin again, so yeah, if they switched into this, so I shouldn't have gone for it. But it is what it is. Alright. And should I just Focus Blast? Because we're not going to be able to... Well, now. I'll Nasty Plot, and then I think we can Thunderbolt this. Oh, wait. They have Excadrill. Thundurus to Tyranitar. +2. I'm just going to go for this, just in case they want to go into Excadrill. And we're not going to 100% kill this thing anyways at 31%. 68%. It's like, it's less than hitting a Focus Blast anyways. All right. Now, how much damage does Excadrill do? If it's Sand Rush, does it have... No, it doesn't say it has Sand... what's it called? Rock Slide. So we should kill it. And shouldn't die. We're just gonna hit this second Focus Blast. Nice! Alright. Well, we can take another one. Although they are Life Orbed. So it looks like we're probably maybe dead Iron Head. Oh, Throat Chop. We're dead at that too. Maybe I shouldn't have sacked that. Yeah, because that was our best thing for Skarmory, but that's okay. Well, we just need to run out the sand. Which is easier said than done. I think with Terra Ghost we can live. So I think that's what we have to do. And we're just going to click Body Press. All right. I don't know if that mattered. Cobalion, Earthquake, Terra Ghost with a Life Orb. If they were adamant, it didn't matter. Well, either way, the sand was about to end. I should have probably considered that. Well, I think Slowking can live, so we're just gonna Scald. Yeah, I should have maybe did that first. I don't know. Would it have died to Earthquake? Whatever. All right, in comes this guy. If their choice specs were dead, like Whimsicott's dead, and I think Whimsicott's better than this, so I'm just gonna Chilly Reception. What? What the heck? All right. And I think Whimsicott may sweep. I mean, Skarmory doesn't have great Spadef. It does resist, but Moonblast will kill this. Just kidding. I thought it would. Let's see. Maybe 2 KO it. It's pretty close. Well, on the positive side, they can't pivot with this, so... Alright, and now they're in range of the next Moonblast. I could Scald, but they could switch into Hydrapple. I think I Scald. Okay, and then Whimsicott should win. And Hydreigon did not come out. But that's alright. Alright, I thought they'd maybe like switch in and out of Hydrapple to heal, but we'll take it. I must have... Did I knock off Tyranitar? Or was the sand already... How many sand turns did they have? Tyranitar came in, Excadrill came in. No, they just weren't... Were they... Pointed Stone stuck into the Tyranitar? They didn't have leftovers. They didn't have... Smooth Rock. I don't know what item they were. And they didn't have Heavy Boots. All right, another sand team. This one looks cool as well. They got Gastrodon for their water resist. And it's an electric immunity. I wonder how much Focus Blast does. This guy's pretty cool. Donphan like 2-hit KOs this thing probably, but then we're gonna get knocked off right away. I wonder if we just lead this, though. We led Whimsicott last time. Whimsicott is slower than this, I believe. Excuse me, yeah. Haxorus. Outrage probably 2-hit KOs everything. I think this thing is Terra Fairy, though. Pretty sure. What if I just lead it and we see what happens? If they don't lead Tornadus, we could just kill something. If they don't Terra, we would just kill them right now. Please? Yeah! Woo! Let's go! All right. I think we can take a single hit from something. Is this guy Terra Fairy? All right. All right. And we don't get the 2-turn outrage. So we're stuck in here again. I don't think we die to this. I don't think we die. They definitely are faster in the sand. And they Swords Dance. And all right, they're dead to First Impression. Now we just sack something. Probably. Cobalion doesn't seem great, so we'll sack it, and maybe they hit us. They do hit us. All right, so then they get knocked out. We can body press this. Can't, I mean, Thunder Wave would be all right on this. Gastrodon still be annoying to break through. This guy seems to be offensive because it has an air balloon. Do I just Volt Switch into Slowking? I think let's do that. I think that makes the most sense. Magma Storm. Okay, they could be Taunt then, right? Shoot. Do they always have Taunt, Magma Storm, UU offensive? Oh, it doesn't say. Paralyzing this. Oh, maybe we should have enough speed so if Heatran's paralyzed, Donphan outspeeds them. Let's see. See if they're paralyzed. And say they're timid. 139. Oh, yeah, we're just slower. We do want this thing, so I'm going to try and Chilly Reception. Okay, cool. And then, I don't think they're Terra Fairy. And if they are, they have to go for it, like, right now. And then, you know, we shouldn't die, I don't think. Sweet. I don't think Heatran dies. Tornadus definitely dies. All right, let's go. Let's go Haxorus. All right. What the... What is going on with Tinkaton? Why? Why is Slowking totally sitting on it? And then Tinkaton's hammer is hiding Sandy Shocks. I don't know if that's like a newly added thing, but I just noticed when I used Cloth the other day that Cloth's sprite is also moving now. All right, so they have Tinkaton and Sandy Shocks back there. And they have Galarian Zapdos, which made me think I was in RU for a second. This guy I think is in RU still. I don't think it rose up. It was Weezing that rose up. They got a Fairy type, and then Skeleturge I think is Terra Fairy. Slowking could also be Terra Fairy. Ooh, Whimsicott could be cool as a lead. Let's try that. Do we just give this choice specs? Or just pop its balloon with a U-turn? Let's do that. And then we'll go into Gobalion. If they go for their hammer... Fuck. Oh, that's kind of funny. They're specs. Alright, hopefully they don't Thunder Wave right away. Damn it. Alright, well at least they're specs. I'm gonna click Rocks. They don't have hazard control. Nice. And we could still be faster than this, but we might not be. What's Skeleturge's speed without anything? 168. We do need damage on this for it to die to Haxorus, so... Well, that definitely wasn't worth it. Yep, that wasn't worth it. Should have went Smoking. Does that tell us anything, though? Gobalion, Torch Song. Oh, they're like offensive. Super offensive, I think. So let's go Haxorus. And I think Outrage would kill them. I mean, Earthquake would kill them, so I'm gonna do that. Dang it. Darn it, you burned my freaking dragon. Alright, that's really unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna sack Gobalion because it's almost dead anyways. This guy can maybe still do something. Alright. And then we'll go Thundurus, I guess. Or we could go Haxorus, and I don't think we die. And we can click Outrage and put him in a tough spot. Possibly. Because I kind of want to keep this guy healthy. I don't think we die here. So I'm going to click Outrage. Dang it. Alright, we did die. Does that have to be choice banded? Zapdos, Scarf. They are choice banded. Okay. And just click Moonblast. What? They're adamant? They're adamant choice scarfed? Dang it. I'm a rapid spin. I don't know. Sure. I don't know why it didn't matter. Should have maybe went in Zapdos. But I wanted to have health on that still. Well, I successfully lost all of the Pokemon. This guy's Boots. I just click Ice Spinner, I guess. All right, we're gonna hit it pretty hard. All right, that's not too bad. Ice Spinner again. All right. I can go Slow King and click Thunder Wave. Terra Fairy Thunder Wave, I think we have to do that. I think we're dead to Power Whip, but they go for knockoff. Okay. And if we get a Chilly Reception off, we can just click the Ice move and kill a lot of things. I'm just go for it. All right. Well, we got lucky there. That's for sure. Actually, if they have Terra Poison, we probably don't kill them, but all right, cool. Or if they did Terra Poison. Tingaton. I don't think this guy's gonna do any damage. Or it's not gonna do enough damage. I don't think. Yeah. All right. And then I want to Thunderbolt, but I also want to have enough snow turns. But do we even need the snow? Maybe we just plan on using Focus Blast. Sandy Shocks. At +2, we just kill it. All right. Click Thunderbolt. Well, if we didn't paralyze this thing, we wouldn't have had Weather Ball to kill it. So we would have had to Focus Blast it. Sandy Shocks. They brought this thing in like they had a plan. We definitely kill with Weather Ball. If they're Terra Fairy, is it always like what's their most common Terra? Is it Fairy or Ice? Ground or Water? Ice and Water both resist. I'm gonna click this. Oh, what? All right, I didn't think they'd have anything to hit us. Well, it's still possible this could win. This thing has its strong steel move though. I'm gonna click Thunder Wave. Think it makes sense. And I mean, a burn on this would also help us here. So if we could burn it, we can probably take a hit. All right, well, I think Slow King wins now. Slack off. They're locked into that. So we're just gonna Scald. Come Sandy Shocks. Ooh, ow. All right, well, it's gonna come down to some paras. I think I just have to hope they get parried, and I don't. All right. Well, let's hope they get parried. Yeah, they deserve that. All right, we got one. Ooh, they have some really scary things, and the Zoroark is gonna get me bad. I know it. I guess our Whimsicott is faster than it, so we could maybe lead with that. Then they have this thing, which I have to remember is pretty physically bulky. Could be annoying for Haxorus, can burn it. I like Whimsicott, I think. Should outspeed everything. Are they actually low kicks is the question. Oh, also I added some speed to Donphan. I put the 48 speed so it outspeeds Choice Band Tyranitar or something. After a Rapid Spin. It says we don't die. Well, we still didn't die. All right. I mean, I can go Haxorus and click Outrage, but they have Terra Fairy on that, probably. I can go into this and click Body Press, or just click Stealth Rocks, I guess. We'll just do that. Their low kicks would have died, and our Whimsicott would not have died, man. Whimsicott would have been really decent. All right, cool. Getting nice and chipped. Comes Excadrill. And that is, in fact, Excadrill. So I'm just going to kill it. Cool. And that is not Sandy Shocks, because it didn't resist the rocks. But, fun fact, I don't have a ghost resist. So something's gonna die anyways. I guess Terra Fairy Slowking would be alright if we can do that, but we also kind of want to be a water type for the other guy. Yeah, and we want this for low kicks because that guy's still alive. Be decent versus Heatran. Nothing outspeeds this thing. Let's see, Zoroark. UU usage, choice specs. To Cobalion. Flamethrower kills us. Shadow Ball doesn't always kill us. I think they would Shadow Ball. All right. Let's go into... I mean, I can click knock off and hit this thing. I think we can take a hit with Donphan. But do we even need health on this? I could just... I wanted to maybe save it and... Yeah, so we're just gonna click knock off because they have this thing. This will kill this. We shouldn't die to Flamethrower. And if they don't get damage on us, we don't die to anything. Strength Sap from this will be annoying though. But maybe we could switch into Slowking, Chilly Reception. All right, cool. Nice. Yeah, I think we could switch into Slowking, Chilly Reception and go from there. Hopefully that works out okay. What's the frick, man? Why does it do so much? Sinistra? What the frick? All right, this thing has a lot of special attack. All right, but he actually has investment. Otherwise, we wouldn't have taken that much. I can Terra Fairy here. Or I just switch into Thunderous. Terra Fairy to the Reception. This guy could have Power Gem, which I didn't realize. Sure, let's try it. I don't know, man. What? All right, let's go Haxorus, and I'm gonna click Outrage. I'm sure they have Terra Fairy, but all right, cool. Well, they still have Terra Fairy, so oh, I guess not. Okay. And I don't know if anything can really live a hit from low kicks. 3-turn Outrage. Confuse, Flash Cannon, we're dead. I think this could take a hit. I think I want to go into this and hope Earthquake kills. Then maybe they'll send out low kicks next. All right, so we live. No, they'll probably send this guy out, and then they'll get damage on our Thunderous, and then we'll lose to low kicks. Unfortunately. Oh. Wait, we have a chance. I think if we win the speed tie, we do win. Because, yeah, we have the boots. Thunderous to Sandy Shocks. We kill them with Weather Ball. Nope, we don't. All right, Focus Blast. All right, this is dead. All right. Let's go! All right, UU has some of the coolest teams I've seen in a long time. This is a sick looking rain team. They have Cloyster and Belly Bolt. And then they have this for a Swift Swimmer, the only Swift Swim guy. Staraptor too. Well, I think I'm gonna try and lead Whimsicott. We can pivot, or we can just like probably KO stuff. I think this guy doesn't want to be energy balled. I think they also usually go Fizz Def. So hopefully we just kill them. We do have this to cancel the rain. All right, I'll check. Polytoad. UU. It says he goes max special attack. Oh, we don't kill with energy ball, but they don't kill with ice beam. All right, this is gonna do a good amount. Decent. Now our Cobalion, Terra Dragon would be better here, then we would resist water. We don't resist the flying move. They'll take a lot, so I think we just send it. We'll have to figure out another way to deal with this. All right. They'll probably be close to dead. I think that's okay. I'm gonna click Stealth Rocks. Oh wait, we outsped them. Well, that's cool. Now they're dead. I thought I was like, oh, we're just gonna die. He's got Muddy Water. Ooh, Terra Water would be cool on Thundurus. Well, I guess maybe we probably do want to save this, so we'll go back into Whimsicott, I guess. Oh, we gave him the charge. I don't know, they could go for the water move first. They do. And I think I just want to weaken them. So I'm just gonna click Moonblast and do like nothing. So they've got to be Assault Vest, right? Possibly. Haxorus can come out and click Earthquake. Pretty comfy, I think. Staraptor dies to rocks. Okay. Okay, do they have Terra Blast? Dang it. All right. Well, they used their Terra. We didn't use ours yet. That's all right. You can send out Thundurus. And go for Thunderbolt. One more turn of rain. We probably go Cobalion. Oh. That doesn't use up the turn of rain. Okay. Now we sack Cobalion. Terra Ghost Donphan could maybe live. They Aqua Jetted. Are they Choice Banded? Well, if this just dies, now we can get rid of their rain permanently. That's pretty good. So yeah, once we Chilly Reception, we'll be okay. So do we sack Donphan and then go Slowking, and then Slowking Chilly Receptions, and then this guy wins? Aqua Jet. Knockoff. I don't know why they're using Aqua Jet. Slowking. Okay, cool. And they Terra'd, so I don't think we have anything to worry about there. I guess one of these could be Scarfed, though. Also, this guy doesn't have a Ghost move. I forgot. So Slowking can take it on. I don't think we died to Ice Shard. Nice. Do I switch into this just in case they're Scarfed? All right, cool. We just take it. And yeah, I don't know if they were banded maybe, and that's why they were going for Aqua Jet the whole time, but the rain was up, I think. So I think they would have outsped anyways. All right. Well, This is a scary UU team. They have a couple dragons. A Whimsicott could be cool. And then their hazard setter is probably Heatran, I think. Unless it's Excadrill. I guess it could be their Spinnerian Rocker. Leading Haxorus would be cool because we could first impression kill Latios, which could also be a lead-in pivot. Honestly, leading this and seeing what happens sounds pretty good to me. All right, they lead this. We do not die to anything, but we don't really want to take stuff. We don't want to get knocked off. If I lock in Outrage, we're going to just get revenge killed by that. So I think I just go Slow King. Taunt. Okay. And yeah, we'll just Scald now. A burn would be kind of cool. No burn. And now we are knocked. Are they in a Hurricane? Are they in a U-turn? Is that Assault Vest? Slow King, Tornadus. Its knockoff did quite a bit. Oh, wait, they had a Taunt. They don't have Assault Vest. Well, I think I just Scald again. All right. Probably this guy. I mean, I don't have anything really to switch into it. But Latios could come in too. Little something. No burn. Could Terra Fairy. Terra Fairy would give us a better time in a Latios and this. But we still could die, so I'm just going to switch into this guy. Alright. We got Heatran in. Could trick it if we wanted. I think I'll just U-turn instead. Ooh. 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 We can go for Earthquake, and they have to switch into Tornadus. They're Flame Body, so they're not the other one. Does that mean they're like Fizz Def? Well, that could be annoying if we make contact with stuff. I'm gonna try and go Haxorus, and then I'll probably click Earthquake. I think I'm gonna get like, yeah, it's not that bad. And I'm gonna click Earthquake. Oh, I forgot they have Hydrapple. Okay, this thing always can switch into us. Whoops. All right. Whimsicott. If there's Specs, we're dead. All right, Heatran again. All right. I think Slow King can come in. I wonder if this is Taunt. Oh, it could be. I do want to slack off. Well, yep, Slow King's dead. This is kind of what I expected when we saw the other Heatran. Okay. And now I think Donphan could come out. I obviously don't want to get burned, but I think I can Rapid Spin. I'm not sure what they're going to do. All right, cool. And then, I mean, I don't really want to switch into this on a freaking Hydro Pump. So I'll go Whimsicott. All right. Here comes Heatran. I don't think giving this thing like Choice Specs is going to really help us much, and we don't really want to have a Choice Specs Heatran in front of us. So I'm going to go back into Haxorus, and let's see what they do. Okay, they get up rocks. If I click Outrage, whatever. All right, cool. We at least kill something. All right, he's going Terra, I guess. I wish we got rid of this though, not the Tornadus. I could send this out. Nest. No, we need this thing paralyzed, and then Thunders could win, possibly. All right, I'm gonna go into this. We're gonna click U-turn, and then we'll go Cobalion. And I think maybe I throw off a Thunder Wave now, but they could just go into Rotom. I'm just gonna Body Press. Yeah. All right, Volt Switch into Whimsicott, I guess. I don't know. Or I go down. No, I should probably have just sacked this thing. I don't think we can get past all of these things. Okay. Terra Fairy Moonblast. I wonder how much that does. What's this thing's name? Hydrapple? Nasty Plots? Make him a fairy. 75%. Let's go, let's go, Whimsicott. Get the big roll. Oh no. Yeah. Well, we'll just click quick here. I think we might be faster than this. I'm just gonna rapid spin. Yum. I don't think there's any way we can beat the Latios, so that's why I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, even with this, I guess if we paralyze them, we could win. All right. Okay, but we could para them still. There we go. All right. Ooh. They have a Gyarados and a Conkeldurr and a Azumarill. We haven't seen any of those yet. I think I like leading Cobalion, but leading Haxorus would be kind of cool against a couple things. Oh, they have a fairy though. Could lead Whimsicott. Ah, let's do Whimsicott. Yeah, we'll just, they don't have a fairy resist. I think this guy's dead. I don't think this is gonna want to take this. That's not that bad. And we'll go this. See the U-turn. All right, Conkeldurr's in. And I mean, we can switch into Cobalion to weaken them. Is the idea. Oh, if only we actually had attack, we'd weaken them. We'd be able to hit them a little bit harder. Now I can Volt Switch on the Drain Punch or just Body Press and die. I think our Whimsicott may be able to help versus the Azumarill. Okay. Excuse me, and I think this thing's kind of a huge problem, so. All right. And go back into Whimsicott Moonblast again. I'm gonna take a Mach Punch now. Oh, all right. Maybe I should have Terra Fairy'd. Ooh, no, then we don't resist the water move. We'll try Thunderous this time. This way we're not as punished with the Teambuilder. They can go Latios and flip turn again though. Let's see, did they do it? Okay. Cool. Chilly Reception. Now we have some momentum. And we've done like 0 damage to their Tornadus. I could go Whimsicott and just go for the fairy move and Terra Fairy this time. We may do enough to 2-hit KO them. Whimsicott to Tornadus. Therian pivots? No. So I can go to Donphan and Earthquake or Knockoff. I don't know, this seems better. I guess I can U-turn, but I just don't really capitalize on that. I guess if we do U-turn, we can go into Thunderous, and we can go for the Ice move. I know that wants to switch into the Ice move that doesn't then die to the Electric move. But I could see them staying in right now, so I'm gonna Moonblast. All right, cool. I think that was worth it. Now, do I just switch into Donphan and then Rapid Spin? Because I don't think they're gonna sack this. Could go for the Ice Spinner. Would do a lot to them. Getting rid of the rocks kind of sounds cool. So I'll do that. Comes Cobalion. Are they helmets? They are. We're still slower. I think Thunderous can switch in and not really take much. But then our snow's gonna end and they can switch into this. So maybe I go Slow King here. Let's do Slow King and then we'll Chilly Reception. Hopefully they don't have Taunt, because that could also be a thing. All right, in comes Tornadus. Okay, we're kind of in a similar okay-ish spot. And I'm gonna click Weather Ball. Kind of wish I clicked Thunderbolt, but hopefully we 2-hit KO. We barely 2-hit KO. All right, now I don't think you're going to go into Latios, so I'm gonna Thunderbolt. What the fuck? I was gonna kill it. I would do enough. No, I shouldn't overreact in Terra Steel. But we now need a Rapid Spin. Maybe I should have just went. I just was thinking we could be dead to Azumarill's water move, so that's why I wanted to Thunderbolt, but we probably could have taken one. I guess though, if I do Terra Steel, Haxorus can take it from this and Outrage stuff. I'm scared of this though. Let's try this. All right. And I'm gonna Thunder Wave. Come on, come on. No! Damn, that would have been really nice. Well, Chilly Reception, we don't die. Go Donphan. I'm gonna try and Rapid Spin again. Keep the Thunderous better. I'll Earthquake this time. Just get rid of this. All right. Ooh, we do not deal with this. Uh-oh. I think we just lose. Yeah. Maybe they don't kill Haxorus at +1. Oh, all right. Outrage will kill this. We do outspeed them. If I don't outrage and I poison jab, how much does poison jab do to them? Other Moxie too. I don't think we had an attack drop there. Haxorus to Gyarados. I think Whimsicott can live an Aqua Jet after they belly drum. That's what I'm thinking about right now. +6. Terra Water. We're dead with rocks. Well, I'm just gonna do this. All right, cool. I got Whimsicott. We're fine. Oh, cool. Go Whimsicott. I think he's at full health now. I think I want a U-turn. Cool. I think we sack Donphan, unfortunately. I'll go back into Whimsicott. I have nothing I can do if I don't heal Slowking, so I have to heal Slowking. And we are dead to knockoff, so I have to switch. I still don't think there's much we can do. Oh, cool, they missed. Oh, cool. Chilly reception? I don't know, man. All right. Sure, I don't know. We'll just send a Moonblast. I don't think there's a shot we can come out of this one, but it's all right. That being dead is good. We can Moonblast through both of those. All right, we sack this. Go into Slowking. If I Chilly Reception and they go Conkeldurr, we're cool. If I Thunder Wave and they go Conkeldurr, we're not cool. Please land. Well, if we landed one of those, we would have been able to like stay in and try and get a para. With Terra Fairy, we could definitely take a hit. So that was why I did that. Because if they were paired, we'd, you know, outspeed them or whatever. Haha! Get parried, damn it. Alright, Whimsicott. You got this, big dog. And I mean, that was pretty close. Whimsicott almost won with its Terra Fairy Moonblast Specs combo. Well, I think we will call it with that one. Overall, it went kind of as expected. Moonblast on Whimsicott was like pretty decent versus a good amount of the teams. With Heatran though and Tornadus, you know, Whimsicott has a tough time. And honestly, like a lot of the things we including Haxorus has a tough time. Latios and Heatran are equally, or Latios, you know, Latios can just outspeed us. Heatran resists the outrage. Then if they have a fairy type, they just switch in. Hydrapple's pretty annoying. Yeah, that was one of the things, like looking at our team or looking at these two, like Hydrapple just destroys both Earth Power and then the grass move. I wanted to maybe put Tornadus Therian here, but then I was like, I don't know. And then maybe Excadrill here. That's enough. I'm ready to move on to the next team. It was pretty fun though. If you're interested in trying it out, I'll put a Pokepaste in the description. But yeah, we did our second game in particular. I think we literally just like killed like 3 things in a row with Haxorus, which was pretty satisfying. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next one. Peace.